Hello family, welcome to day 9 of our 10 days of prayer. By the grace of God, we've come so far and we thank Him for leading us this far. For most of us who grew up in church, we were painted this image of God as a white-beard old man in the sky who is looking down on each one of us and to see who is messing up. Some of us were told that we have guardian angels who stand closely beside us, recording every act, every deed, whether they were good or they were evil. And to make it worse, we are told that no matter the good deeds that you do, when you commit just one sin, it cancels out everything that you've done. So some people would wake up in the morning and be writing down the good deeds that they think they have done, and looking out to see that no one, tempt them to commit a single deed to cancel all of them out. In the early days of the Christian faith, there were people who put away their baptism until on their deathbed. They believed that when you get baptized, the baptism cleanses all the sins that you have committed since you were born. But then any other sin that you commit after you are baptized stays with you for life. So a good number of them would wait till on their deathbed and make sure that baptism becomes the last thing that they do, so that they don't sin again. Of course, by the grace of God, those who knew the Bible better at that time spoke against that. Because the truth of the matter is that God, more than any other person, knows that we are sinners. Jesus came to die for our sins, to cleanse us from our sin. The challenge with it is not that we are sinful, but the challenge would be that we may not ask for forgiveness and allow ourselves to be cleansed by the power of Christ. And so in 1 John chapter 1 verses 8, actually from 6 to 8, the Bible tells us that we are sinners. But then if we would confess our sin, God is just that He would forgive our sin and cleanse us from all unrighteousness. So as Jesus taught us to pray, He said, when you pray, tell the Father in heaven that forgive us our sins. Forgive me my sin. So what we were taught is actually not a high point. It is not that when you commit all the good in the world and you commit one sin, they cancel them out. But it is that whatever sin you have committed, if you confess, they will be cancelled out. Of course, this is not license to sin, but this is light that permeates through our darkness, permeates through our guilt, that whoever I am, if only I would come to God and tell Him that forgive my sin, He is going to forgive. So as we continue to pray, let's approach the throne of grace in this confidence, saying that, Father, forgive our sin, forgive our debt, for He is faithful and He is just. Whatever it is, He is going to forgive, and you shall be covered with the righteousness of Christ. May God bless you.